Hello students, in today's session we will try and understand how we are going to write a simple JavaScript program to just display a message saying hello world. So you can see in the slide, the slide depicts how we are going to write the program hello world in JavaScript. The first thing what we have done is we have included the root element, that is the HTML, followed by the body tag. The next most important tag is the script tag. The script tag is used to embed a client-side script, that is a JavaScript. The script element either contains scripting statements or it is going to point to an external script file through the source attribute. So there are two ways in which we can include the JavaScript into our HTML. The first one is by embedding JavaScript within the current HTML document, or the second option is that we can write a separate JavaScript and we can give the path to that file in the HTML through the source attribute. So these are the two ways in which we can include JavaScript in our program. The common uses for JavaScript are for image manipulation, form validation, and dynamic changes of content. The JavaScript programs can be inserted into any part of HTML document with the help of the script tag. That is why we have included the script tag in our body tag. After including the script tag, the next important thing we find in the example is something called as document.write. Now what is this document.write? It is one of the most basic JavaScript commands. This command is going to print the specified text to the page. To print text literally, we have to enter the text in single quote marks inside parentheses. So how this document.write is going to actually execute or work? So what is going to happen is, when the document is going to be read and passed by the browser, then if there is a script element that calls document.write, so what is the next thing the browser is going to do? Then the output of document.write is going to be inserted into a current document at that point. Later, though, once the page is fully loaded, if we use document.write, it implicitly performs a document.open, which is going to wipe out the page and start writing a new one from scratch. And within the document.write, within the parentheses, we have written hello world within the double quotes. So our program output is just going to be hello world. And then we have closed the script tag, body and HTML tag. So this is how we can write a simple example of JavaScript. Alright. So now we will see one demo of the basic example of JavaScript. So let's go and check the demo. I go to my notepad. The first thing, I'm going to include the root element, that is HTML, followed by the body tag, script tag, then the most important command of the JavaScript, document.write, and within the double quotes I'm going to enclose the sentence hello world. Okay, close it and end it with a semicolon. Close the script tag, followed by closing of the body tag and the HTML tag. Alright, so our basic program is ready. Let me save it. I'm going to save it as hello world.html. You have to always remember the save type has to be all files. I click on save. This example what we have written is an example of embedded JavaScript. JavaScript we have embedded into our HTML page. Let's go and check the output. There's my page. Did you observe? Hello world is being displayed. This is done with the help of document.write command, and we have used the script tag to include the JavaScript into our program. Now let's go and try to print variables. So now if I say not strings, if I want to print numbers, I can say 5 plus 6. Did you observe? At the document.write, I have written 5 plus 6, and I save, I get the output as 11. How helpful the document write command is. We'll try to declare a variable over here. I say variable counter is equal to 10, and I just write here counter, document.write counter. Did you observe? The value of counter is being displayed. What is the value of counter? The value of counter, I have assigned it as 10, and within the document.write method, within the parenthesis, I have specified the variable name. Let's try printing a string. Say name is equal to John. Okay, and then I change the variable name over here to name. I have assigned the value, and then I have written the name of the variable within the parenthesis. I go back. So I observe some slight modification to this. I can write it as hello, and then now you observe hello John. So I've written two document.write statements, one which says hello, and the next one I've just included the value of the variable name. And we can also include, if you want to include decimal numbers, if I am going to give the variable name coin, and I specify the value as 56.8, did you observe? 56.8 is being displayed. We can also include exponential numbers. So if I say 7e2 700, 7 raised to 2, exponential stands for 2, so that gives going to be 700. So even we can include exponential numbers in case of JavaScript. I'll change 0.2, where coin is equal to 2.2, where coin 1 is equal to 3.4. Okay, so I have taken two decimal numbers. Coin plus coin 1, giving me the output as 5 point. Is it right? 2.2 plus 3.4 is nothing but 5.6. So what I have done here, I have defined and declared one variable as coin, one more variable as coin 1. I have assigned the value 2.2 to the variable coin. I have assigned the value 3.4 to the variable coin 1. And under document.write, I am just summing the values of these two variables. Alright. So this is how we are going to write a simple JavaScript program. See you all students in the next session. Thank you students.